Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's me and Jory here, bringing you some Halloween spooks from a different angle.
Ooh.
Diagonal.
It's going, guys.
So, we're definitely going to be hopping on the bandwagon here, because everybody's doing these, but we're going to do a little bit different than the usual. We're going to be talking about our stuff that spooked us, or scared us, or scarred us when we were kids.
So yeah, who do you want? You want me to go first, or you go first?
Oh, you gotta do whatever. I got a few things that scared me, but I want to talk a bit more about shit that scarred me as a kid. I don't know if you have any of the scarred stuff.
If anything, what scarred me as a kid was Jaws.
Yeah.
It really made me afraid of like swimming pools and lakes, and I know there are lake sharks, but that's like in South America. It was just all in my head because of that movie, not knowing like what's like underneath me, and then it's gonna pretty much kill me before I know it's there, and it's too late. So,
well, if it makes you feel better, I recently watched a documentary talking about how if sharks get stuck in a river, they can adapt completely fine to it.
I know, like I was
if
saying,
that makes you feel better,
it doesn't really. Like South America, I know there are like freshwater sharks and stuff, and like, I don't know. It was a really good movie, but seeing it at 7 years old is not a good choice.
So like, we got a few things here. Some people are gonna find them goofy, but you gotta remember this is when we were kids. So I'm gonna get the easiest one out of the way, and I think you have one that kind of correlates with it. But Resident Evil 1, when you see the first zombie, and it does the cutscene when the zombie like turns.
Oh yeah,
I saw that back when that game came out, and that freaked the shit out of me. I remember that just being in my dreams all the time. It wasn't really scary, like the part, but it just affected me. I couldn't play Resident Evil for the longest time, and now I love that series.
Yeah. My first introduction was the remake, and even in that scene, it was still like really atmospheric and creepy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But no, like, you guys might not think so, but like, I was a little older at the time, like just starting high school, and RE4 came out, and it was a great game. But
that game.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Go check out my playthrough of it.
Yeah, no, seriously. What do you call it? But you know what I'm talking about. That one part.
The regenerator.
There. Oh my god! It's like when you go in there in the with the morgue. And,
no, it's the freezer.
The freezer, yeah.
Where they're doing all the experiments on them.
Yeah, and you're first introduced to one. Just no, their faces and their lanky, stretchy arms, and oh no.
Just being in such an enclosed area is just not a fun time.
Yeah, and I think you deal with like one more after, and then like
yeah, once you kill that, there's like you come out a long hallway, and there's one at each end. I think. Yeah, but you can sneak by them,
and like you deal with a couple more later on. But yeah, they're just not fun to deal with.
Yeah, like the room when you see them down the big long hallway when it's like the stone. It's later in the game. That one's like super freaky, but you've already been introduced to him, so it doesn't really get you that much.
Yeah.
But I think that one would have been way more effective.
Like, because the first time it crawls off the table, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, man.
Whereas like that one, you're just walking down and just kind of like walks out of a door.
Yeah.
It's just like, no thank you. But yeah.
And you need like a special, what do you call it? Scope, right?
Yeah, because you got to see through them to see the parasites.
Yeah.
Or else they just regenerate anything. Even if you blow a hole in their stomach.
Oh, man.
But,
not fun.
This is one, Chucky. I love the Chucky movies now. Even the bad ones I like. But, when I was a kid and I watched them, I think it was either the first or second one, my buddy had playing. Like my buddy's brother. And just seeing like Uncanny Valley really gets me. And just the way that his face moved with the animatronics and stuff. Just no thank you. I'm out. Anybody doesn't know what Uncanny Valley means, it's when something looks real or when something's supposed to look real but it doesn't, it looks off. It's mainly with like robots, especially if they have like real looking faces, but it's off and like the eyes don't look right. Like that's Uncanny Valley. And Chucky is a whole fucking shit ton boatload of that.
I had something similar like that, but it was the scene where the spirits in Poltergeist, the 1982 one,
Yeah.
possesses the clown doll, and the kid, and it just attacks the kid and pulls him under the bed and trying to strangle him or something. Like, walked in, my dad sleeping on the couch late at night on that scene, and oh no, it gave me nightmares. Actually, the day after, I took all my stuffed animals and I hid them in my closet.
Take that, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Like I watched Poltergeist, but I watched it way later in life, so it didn't really get me that much. But yeah, that fucking clown.
Yeah. Oh man. And you were saying, like the way his face like contorts and changes into like an evil looking thing. Like, oh man.
Yeah, I used to have nightmares of Chucky because of it. Like I could probably write an entire Chucky movie with all the fucking nightmares I had because of that little bastard. But like, so Uncanny Valley definitely gets me. Another thing that is very Uncanny Valley, and this is going to be a weird one for people, but some people out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. The scene when they're in hell with the Easter Bunny and the old grandma. The old grandma part with Ted? No. Yeah, Ted. Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
With him as a little kid. That part's just unsettling. It's weird. But that Easter Bunny, oh my god, like that thing freaked me out more than Chucky.
I didn't see that till like later, and you told me about it.
Yeah,
and like
it's
only
still
like 5 seconds.
Yeah, you only see it for like maybe 10 seconds combined with different scenes.
Okay, yeah,
and it is not a good time.
It's unsettling.
It is so like Uncanny Valley, and just I can't explain it. Just even to this day, like being in my 30s, seeing it,
all like
it
claymated and stuff, right?
No, it's like puppet,
okay.
But yeah, it is not a fun time. I love that movie. I love Bill and Ted, but not that part.
And you like Easter, you love Easter and everything, but not like when it comes to that.
Like, oh my god, that fucking funny. No, thank you. Like, go check that shit out. Like Bill and Ted, Bogus Journey, Easter Bunny. It'll bring it right up.
One thing I gotta mention too, a little off topic. That you remember how you told me to watch Holidays?
Yeah.
That movie with the Easter Bunny part, that was pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go check that one out too, guys, on Netflix.
It should still be on there.
I think so, yeah. So something similar to that, but like it's not in reality, it's in like a cartoon. It was you guys late 90 kids will know Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, what can I say? So many episodes that were really freaky and gave us all a lot of nightmares.
Not me, I never watched the show.
And you were older at the time, so it probably wouldn't have affected you as much, but no, a few episodes, like Courage in the Big Stinking City, the scene where he's opening doors, him and Muriel and Eustace are on vacation in the city, and he's opening doors to all these different hotel rooms, and the one door he opens to is a little, like, stop motion claymated girl sitting in a chair playing the violin. And then you're like, oh, this is nice. And then all of a sudden it turns around and it's like big expanded monster face, like demon fucking child. It was, oh man, it made my heart jump into my throat. It was really creepy.
My brother, we'd always rent movies. And my brother would always torment me because he always get horror movies. He was 2 years older than me. He's kind of a dick this way, but he always get these movies he knew would scare me. And the one that I know got me the worst was Pet Sematary 1. Because, like, the little kid dies. It's actually... Is it the same kid? I forget who the kid
What
is.
same kid?
I was thinking it was the same kid from Sixth Sense, but that doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
That's Harry.
I know he was in New Nightmare.
Yes, that's what I knew he was in another movie. This kid, like, props to him. Like, he is young, and the faces and like the angry face he makes, and like just when he's stalking someone, he's holding like a screwdriver. I think it is. Just that kid is terrifying. Yes, and that kid scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. What? I have something to say about that movie, but it wasn't the kid as much. It was that scene where the wife's talking about her ill sister.
Yeah.
And when she walks in and her sister's like all, like contorted and twisted, and no, not a good time.
Yeah. No, thank you. You got another one?
Yes.
I know you had a bit more than I did on this because I'm not a little bitch, but
whoa. I was like 6 to like 9 on these, man.
I think I was 4 when my brother showed me Pet Sematary. Oh.
Okay. A lot of Canadian kids growing up probably watched Are You Afraid of the Dark? And yeah, there was a lot of episodes that got under my skin. Especially the night shift one. And it's about vampires. You don't think that's really scary, but then you see like the actual like vampire like makeup they use in the show, and like it's all like green and ugly, red-eyed with fangs, and oh no. And it's like chasing them throughout the hospital, for food, and no, just not a very good time on TV.
So I close that with makeup and shit. There's a movie. I'm not sure if it was early 90s. I'm pretty sure it was early 90s. It might have been late 80s. But it was The Witches. This is a movie like there's witches and these kids find out that they're witches and they get turned into like mice and they're trying to find a way to get back. But there's a scene where the witches all like they have like fake skin on to hide themselves, and just the way they like take their wigs off and start peeling the skin off, and they look all ugly and disgusting, and the lead one is like almost looks like she has like a vulture face. It's just
Angelica Houston. Morticia.
Yep. Yeah, Morticia played in it. But yeah, it was just all gross. Like I think the rest of them, I'm pretty sure she's the only one who takes the skin fully off. And the rest of them just have the hair off, but it looks like there's like patches of skin that are missing.
See, I seen the clip.
Yeah, I showed you the clip.
I didn't like watch that as a kid at all.
Yeah, it was very well done. It was like almost body horror levels, like the way that they look, like without any of the skin on, but like there's no like limbs missing or anything. But yeah, it was a good movie. But well, I don't know if it's good anymore. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I know that scene stuck with me for the longest.
So, a scene that stuck with me the longest about like old decrepit women is The Shining.
Yep.
And the scene where Jack Torrance goes and visits the room that Danny was strangled in. And, what can I say? Room 237, don't ever go there. It's not a good time, especially when you're a kid watching it on TV, and all you see, like, is like, he walks in the bathroom, he sees this really good-looking naked lady, and as a kid, I'm like, ooh, yee, poopies. And then you start.
I want to touch tiny.
And then that thrill as a kid where you see like something you're not supposed to on TV, and then he starts making out with the girl, and he looks in the mirror, and then she turns out to be like she's been dead for years or months, sorry, and and then like you hear the heart pounding sound, and he's just shocked and appalled stepping out of the room. It's just, oh no, nightmare fuel.
So, like, I got some things that really didn't scare me, but things that fucked me up as a kid on here. So these are like my scarred things. I think I have more of these, but my mind is just not wanting to remember. But I remember walking in to like the living room. My mom was watching Pink Floyd The Wall. Fucking love that movie now. It's great. It almost, on our genre thing, which might be coming up soon, I almost put it as my musical.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, actually.
But you guys will know what that's about later. But yeah, there is some scary fucking shit in that movie. And I think I walked in on the part when it's like an animated part, but the guy is like running up with a club or something to hit the other guy who's like laying on the ground getting ready to defend himself. And as he gets closer, he kind of mutates into that stupid, like weird, like gorilla almost standing thing. But then he hits the guy and then the head explodes. And yeah, I was like 6.
Yeah.
And then I remember watching the flower scene where the flowers
that's
eat
the
each
age you should be a man, Bishop, according to you. Grow a pair.
See, I was saying you were being a bitch, not me.
Okay.
So
I see how it is.
But also, as a bonus, this one's really messed up. When we were kids, we'd listen to the radio when we were sleeping, right? So that way, if like our parents were still awake, if they made noise, it would be drowned out. Well, every time we listened to, I think it was FM 96. This is back a long time ago, so it'd play like new rock. I don't know what it does now.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Every so often, they have Brain Damage by Pink Floyd come on. And it's like the one that's like, the lunatic is down the hall. And I would be like in mid, like almost asleep, and that song would come on, so like interfere with like as I was sleeping.
Like, because it had like the maniacal laughter and
stuff. And all like, that shit. And it was just, like, to this day, if that song is playing and I'm laying down, I sit up. It's like, I just don't want to deal with it. I love Pink Floyd, but god damn, they messed me up when I was a kid.
Oh, jeez. I don't really think like there were any songs that really bothered me.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing.
No, it's not that weird.
Well, Call Me Maybe scares you a bit. Because the one day I was walking and I started like lip singing it to you when we were at work, when we worked together. That had to scare you a bit. Because we were
planning to hang out and you were just like, call me.
And it was playing over the radio. I'm like, hey, Jory, so call me maybe. Didn't call me. I don't think he talked to me the rest of the day. At least that was disappointment.
What are you talking about? I came over and we played Marvel or something like that.
Yeah. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
That's probably the only fun time on this list.
I watched it like Space used to have these segments where in the like early 2000s, late 90s, where they would have like these Fear Fridays. And they would play, and they play like classic horror films, and I just so happened to watch my first time when I was like 9 or 10 was Ridley Scott's Alien, and I did not know what I was in for. Like, it was a treat. Like, rewatching it again, I'm like, okay, I know what's happening, but then I was like, holy shit, this is so suspenseful. Like, what are they finding? And like, everyone knows, John Hurt gets the face hugger on him, and then later on it falls off, and dinner scene, everyone's having their big meal before they go back to sleep, and then all of a sudden it's just like he's having the worst stomach cramp ever. He's and
like, I gotta poop.
Yeah, and we're not making this scary anymore, but I was just thinking about Spaceballs, like, hello, my baby.
I was just about to say, I watched Spaceballs before I watched the Alien movies.
Okay.
So, like, to me, the original feels like the Spaceballs version.
Okay. Luckily, I saw that first.
Wait, what did he eat? The soup. Change
Chuck, please.
Change back to whatever he says. Change back to the salad or something. Oh yeah, we continue.
And what the alien creature pops out of his chest, and it was really sudden and unexpected, and of course that ominous heart pounding sound in the background, and just says, "See ya, bitches," and flies off the table, and does its crawl, not fly, and and you're just left in shock, like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, I'll never look at food the same way again. Like,
so, another one that got me kind of closer to that was Clockwork Orange. Cause, god damn, that movie is brutal. And again, that was another one. I think my brother had it and put it on, and I was a couple years too young to be ready for that kind of violence.
Yeah.
And I love that movie. Oh.
Yeah, it's one of Kubrick's good ones.
Malcolm McDowell in it. Like,
yeah.
There's a reason why I like Ledger's Joker so much. Because it's literally...
It was influenced by that? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of influence came from him. Just the enjoying the anarchy. Actually, like, this isn't part of Scared, but Anton from No Country for Old Men is another, like, crazy psycho asshole I love. But, like, he's completely different than, like, Joker and, oh my god, I can't even think what the guy's name, what Michael McDowell's character's name is in Clockwork Orange. Alex. But yeah, he does horrible shit, but he doesn't seem to enjoy it. He does it because he feels it needs to be done.
Yeah,
whereas like Joker enjoys what he does.
Yeah, it was more creepy because he has like a strange outlook on life.
Yeah,
like
that movie is good, but it has nothing to do with this list.
No,
right? Talking about Alex and Joker, you kind of have to mention Anton.
Yeah, especially that whole rape scene.
Yeah,
like it's so while singing in the rain, while singing in the rain, and it's just
which was completely improv by him, eh?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because he just had to walk around. He just had to do like the actions where he's just kicking stuff down, and I guess he just one of the takes he was like, "Can I try something?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then he just fucking started singing as he was doing it, and it was like kicking stuff over like in time with the music that he was singing. And Kubrick was just like, "I love that."
That's cool.
So it is really weird that Kubrick lets you add something to his movies. Because he is very anal about how shit needs to be done.
Yeah.
So the fact that came in, and like there are still talks of people who
poor Shelley Duvall in The Shining.
Yeah.
Wish she had to go through with him.
Yeah. Because no one liked her on that set.
Yeah.
They were complete assholes to her.
And but it got a good performance out of her at least.
But god damn. Yeah, so I think I got one more thing on my list. What do you got left?
I'd say about one more thing too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another back to the Friday Fright Nights on Space. And then I was also during that same year I was also introduced to The Exorcist, and it was like my first really intense possession movie I ever watched, and the part where it was pretty like shocking. I'm like, oh, I can't believe like all these like words are coming out of this little girl's mouth, and then like they find out like the mother finds out her director got murdered.
Yeah.
No, at the time they thought he had an accident, but it was actually the possessed girl that killed him. And Reagan in the movie, she after they find out, she comes crawling down the stairs.
I was just about to ask, is Exorcist the one where she crawls down the stairs?
Yeah.
I was pretty sure.
It's like the way it's like sped up as she's crawling.
Yeah.
And like it gave me such a shiver down my spine.
Yeah, that part
and
gets me.
And like she's like hanging upside down and she's like spewing out blood. Like that was pretty it was one of the creepier moments.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that was Exorcist, but I'm like, I might be thinking a different movie and just putting that in.
Oh no, it's The Exorcist.
Yeah, it is. It has been a long while since I've watched it. It was a great movie. Just haven't had a chance. I'm too busy watching stupid bullshit movies I shouldn't watch. Like,
whatever.
Like bad movies. But like my last thing is something that scarred me as a kid. Because when you're a kid you get that talk about like what death is and like all that shit. I learned that after watching Land Before Time.
Oh.
When Littlefoot's mom dies.
Oh yeah, when she gets
I was really young when I watched that, and I didn't understand what that meant.
She gets attacked by Sharptooth or something.
Yeah. And she saves the kids by getting attacked by him. But yeah, so like that was the day my mom and dad had to sit me down and tell me what death meant. So I am so like that was, I got told about that way too early. I think I was like 4.
Damn it, Don Bluth.
Yeah.
Your animation is beautiful, but you tug on some heartstrings.
Just to that troll in Central Park.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
Shit out of
no,
here.
like that part, because like I did not get it. I was just like, oh, is she sleeping? It's like, no, she's not sleeping. It's close, but... And then that's when I found out, like, not only will my parents die, and they'll be gone, but also all die.
Yeah.
So that was not a fun weekend, I don't think, for the parents. Because I don't think I went to bed that easy. Like, what if I just wake up and I'm dead? Well, you won't wake up, Dad. No, none of them said that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I watched them all. American Tail is pretty heavy, too. Like, you know, the fact, like, the whole idea of, like, being separated from your parents in a strange place.
Oh, I love that movie as a kid.
Yeah. But, like, no, Land Before Time definitely did it for me more, too. Like,
yeah. Alright. Do you got any more?
Nope, that would be it.
Alright, yeah, so that's what got us when we were kids. So no one uses this as a weapon against us. If I start hearing people playing Brain Damage when I'm trying to lay down, you can all go to hell. Go to hell and you die.
Put toy clowns in my room. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Just break into your room, just leave toy clowns everywhere.
Oh my god.
Oh. But yeah, so that's what got us as kids. Our scary moments, our not fun times. But yeah, so everybody have a happy Halloween and stay safe tonight.
Have a good one, guys. Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Talk to you later.